Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monday's Market Outlook, and what a incredible week it is going to be ahead. What an incredible week last week. First of all, I want to thank all the current members for sending me their texts and emails with how they made out in the past couple weeks. Just absolute insanity. Ron, Wiz, many thanks to Awesome Guidance, up $78,000 since January 1st. Also last year, plus 132 grand, up $210,000 since a year ago. Your wisdom is awesome. Thank you. And there's plenty more where that come run. We're going to talk through all this stuff tonight because we're going lower, man. Do not buy the bounces. You sell these things, folks. We are going to implode, and we're going to print money as we do it. You got to register. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT. You don't want to watch the State of the Union tonight. I'm going to give you the State of the Union tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to tell you exactly where we're going, why, and how we're going to profit. So four live trading sessions this week. We are the only company in the financial trading space that does this, that opens the doors and shows you live what we're doing, not 92 PowerPoint slides about what we've done in the past and how awesome we were, and then ask for a huge amount of money. We don't. You're going to get to join our live trade briefs with our members and kick the tires. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT. Let's get to the brief. Real quick, we're doing solo Amazon today at 3 o'clock. And then tomorrow we're going to do a joint weekly options and primary live trade brief with the public coming tomorrow. So right now, look at Amazon. Ooh. Coming back down to earth. Right now, I'm getting ready to send out a text and email alert. I'm doing another burner trade on China, the FXI. I'm looking at buying, let's take a look at this, buying, or actually selling this bear call spread first, the 40.5, 41 out to Friday, and then just got filled on these long puts. Trying to get 17 cents for this bear call spread, and then I just got filled on these puts. I'm buying 100 of the regular February expiration, 39 puts. Let's go to the chart real quick. Obviously, FXI is the iShares China ETF. Let me make sure I typed that correctly. FXI. Look at this. Implosion, dead cat bounce, implosion, dead cat bounce, implosion, dead cat bounce. You got it, folks. Let's go through some other issues first. So we're having a issue with our broadcaster sending out the text messages. So my techie's working on that, but I'll get it posted on the member page here shortly. But here's another reason why the market is going to be spooked. If Bernie Sanders, or God forbid Elizabeth Warren, do well in Iowa, and the guy's got a 0% probability of beating Trump. But the point is that the market will start to get a little spooked if this leftward lurch in the Democratic Party sticks. Obviously, they got to tax super left to win the nomination and then try and get back to the center. That's going to be physically impossible. All of them raise their hand for, hey, let's give free health care to 11 million illegal immigrants. I can't even get seen at the VA, folks, and we want to give free health care to 11 million illegal immigrants. This is a potential black swan event for the market. Okay, look at the polls. Oh, in a head-to-head matchup, Sanders beats Trump. Yeah, I'm sorry, you're the same pollster that told me that Hillary Clinton was going to trounce Donald Trump, and if Trump got elected, the market will implode. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to listen to anything you have to say. So we got Iowa this week. What's going on around the world? Central banks, they're having to inject a boatload of money. India, $40 billion fiscal injection. What happened overnight? What happened was exactly what we predicted. I told you last week that when, I said if and when the Chinese markets open, they're going to implode, and the PBOC, the People's Bank of China, is going to inject a boatload of liquidity, and they did. $21.7 billion. And what happened? They absolutely imploded. That's a bad sign. I thought maybe it would be a brief stabilization. Back in, March of 2015, when their markets imploded for about 6 months, every time the PBOC stepped in to, put a little safety net under the market, it worked for a day or two, and then the hangover kicked in and the market imploded. We didn't even get a little relief rally. So the Dow being up, quote, 200 points right now, ladies and gentlemen, do not believe it. Implosion, as we predicted, dead cat bounce, implosion to the 50-day moving average, dead cat bounce. That's what we're seeing today, folks. We are absolutely positively going lower. The World Health Organization, countries should prepare for local outbreaks as Pentagon increases quarantine housing. Folks, this isn't a Michael Bay movie. This is real. What happened today? The CDC, ladies and gentlemen, announced that we in the United States should be prepared for a pandemic. Did you see what happened Friday afternoon? With 15 minutes left to go in trading, come on, folks. I'm not new at this. Donald Trump said, holy crap, the market's down 600, 700 points. Let's get out there and say we're containing this thing. And with 15 minutes into the close, they tried to, I got to be honest with you, what they said kind of was bad. So it's funny that the market recovered like 100 points and then started to sell off again, because I'm like, are you actually listening to what they're saying? Mohammed El-Arian, massive economist and huge moneymaker. He's like, it's going to paralyze China. It's awesome seeing everything that I said in other people's headlines right now. Apple, ladies and gentlemen, is going to implode. I'm going to do probably tomorrow morning we're doing a burner trade on Apple. We bought those 300 puts. This thing is going to implode. I don't care if they had great earnings. Are you kidding me? The 10-year-old and 11-year-old boys and girls that are making their iPhones ain't going into the sweatshop factory. A fifth of Apple's revenue comes from China, folks. Apple is going to implode. There's other issues with China. Did you see what the Chinese said today? They kind of reached out to the United States and said, hey, you guys, this whole phase one thing, can we kind of delay it? Not only did I tell you, it doesn't matter what they're signed, they're not going to do it. Now they're actually formally saying we're probably not going to be able to do this stuff, folks. So far the impact on U.S. assets has been muted. Not really, but there are reasons to fear that investors are being complacent. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a lot of little birdies flying around in the Pentagon and Wall Street, in the government, and they are freaking the hell out. Okay? I don't care what the president says. I don't care what the head of the CDC says. Of course, they're going to try and portray an air of calm. They're not going to get up on a microphone and start screaming. If you look at the local media that's being smuggled out of China, since they control the internet, they're taking bodies directly. They're dropping on the floor, putting a blanket over them. 5 minutes later, picking them up and taking them right to a crematorium. They are not reporting official death numbers over in China, ladies and gentlemen. It is horrific. Is this end of days type of stuff? I don't know, but we're going to print money on the way down. We are going back down to this 50-day moving average on the S&P 500 easily. We might get a day and a half relief rally here, but we are going lower. It's math, ladies and gentlemen. Apple closes its Chinese stores, its corporate offices, and it doesn't say in here, they're factories. Where do you think they make this thing? They pay these kids 10 cents and then charge you $1,000 for your iPhone. This is insanity. I'm telling you, folks, Apple relies on China for a fifth of their total sales. Even a one-day closure is going to impact their revenue. So, again, we've been printing money, ladies and gentlemen, over 6 digits in the past week and a half, ladies and gentlemen, 6-digit returns. I'm going to show you. Don't believe me. I'm going to show you all of this and our performance. I'm going to show you what our members have done for the who was it, Doc Moore last week? One of our docs, one of my coaching clients, $102,000 in a week, folks. That's just the tip of the iceberg. What are you waiting for? If your 401k has become a 201k and you're sitting here going, holy crap, what do I need to do? You need to register for our full throttle free trade briefs this week. Head to go.topgunoptions.com/FT. Look at this. The Dow's only down. Yeah, the airspeed's running out of this thing, folks. And let's take a real quick at our altimeter here before we leave. Look at the VIX. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, right there, I said volatility is going to explode, and it did. I also said it's going to come back in a little bit, but stay elevated. Where did it stay elevated to, folks? Look at that. It came back to half the gap. Move that down. Yep, there's half the, look at that. Perfectly came down to half the gap, and we're going higher. Did you miss it? VIX is already up here at 18 bucks. I missed it. No, you didn't. I was in the CBOT and the Chicago Board Options Exchange when the VIX hit 90, folks. This thing can run. Remember, I don't call it the volatility index. I call it what? The uncertainty index. Is anything certain right now? No. Well, actually, it is certain. India's going crazy. How about oil? Saudis weigh large oil cuts in response to the coronavirus. Ladies and gentlemen, don't, if you're sitting here going, well, that's great, low oil, it's cheaper gasoline. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. When they cut oil, they get rid of people. They don't build stuff. They delay building oil tankers and stuff like this. A slash in oil is bad for the economy. Don't sit here and tell me the $5 that you save every other week filling up your tank, it goes back into the economy. It's ridiculous. Every time this has happened, I've been right, and most of the quote unquote smart money who sits on CNBC saying, "Oh, low oil is great for consumers," it's awful. When low oil hits Midland, Texas, some high school grad, roughneck out in the fields gets laid off. It's horrific, folks. So don't listen to this. Listen to me. I've been doing this for a long time, and we've nailed. This was a career call a week and a half ago, folks. I told you. I said we're going to have a mid to late January sell-off, and February is going to be insane. Okay, it was going to happen anyway, but guess what? We have a pandemic to deal with, and that's the issue. So I think we got much lower to go. We're printing money on the way down. Hopefully, you can get on board with us by the end of this week when we open 50 new membership slots. Okay, I'm opening up the doors. Come see how we do it all here. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT. And to my weekly options and primary members, there you go. I'm filled on the puts and then still trying to get filled on this bear call spread at 17 cents. Okay, the 40.5, 41. China's going lower, folks. This little relief rally right here is to be sold into, not bought. There is no way on God's green earth that the all clear has been sounded. This thing hasn't even started yet. Airlines cancel. Every airline's just about on the face of this earth has canceled flights into China. That doesn't impact trade or the stock markets. Come on, man. This is insanity. So make money, print money with us. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT. Okay, guys, I'll see many of you for Solo Amazon in a couple hours, or the rest of you, thousands of you who have registered tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Don't forget on this page here is the flight schedule of events for the week. And by the way, I'm going to throw in a $55 trade plan and our options pocket checklist that we charge $45 for. Look at that. You're already making money. Okay, have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless. We'll see